Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Math Mola. Today we learn relation between zeros and the coefficients of cubic polynomial. Now what is the cubic polynomial? F of x is equals to a x cube plus b x square plus c x plus d. This is a cubic polynomial and the coefficient of x cube is equals to a and the coefficient of x square is equals to b and the coefficient of x is equals to c and constant term is d. Relate the zeros are alpha, beta, gamma. Since this is cubic polynomial, so it has three zeros, alpha, beta, gamma. The product of factors of alpha, beta, gamma is equal to the given polynomial. So we can write ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equals to k of x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma. Now this is equals to, you can write k of x minus alpha of x square minus x gamma plus beta gamma. Again we multiply, we get x cube minus x square gamma minus beta x square plus beta gamma x minus alpha x square plus alpha gamma x plus alpha beta x minus alpha beta gamma. This is equals to, you can write kx cube minus k of alpha plus beta plus gamma of x square plus k of alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha x minus alpha beta gamma. Now comparing the coefficients of x cube, x square, x and the constant term from both sides, we get a is equals to k and b equals to k of alpha plus beta plus gamma and c equals to k of, sorry, this is minus k of alpha beta beta gamma gamma alpha and the d of from the last minus k alpha beta gamma. Now look, from the first equation k equals to a. Now for the second equation, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to, we can say, minus b by k, that is minus b by a. That implies alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. First relation. From the third equation, we can say alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equals to c by k. Now c by k means c by a. The value of k is a. Therefore alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals to c by a. This is the second relation. And from the fourth equation, alpha beta gamma is equals to minus d by k. That implies alpha beta gamma equals to minus d by a. And this is the third relation. That means there is three relation of zeros and coefficient for the cubic polynomial. One, alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b by a. That means the sum of the zeros is equals to minus of the coefficient of x square by the coefficient of x cube. And the second relation, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals to c by a. That means sum of the product of two zeros at a time is equals to the coefficient of x by the coefficient of x cube. And the last relation, that is product of the zeros is equals to minus d by a, that is minus of constant term by the coefficient of x cube. That's it. Now we know the relation between zeros and the coefficients of biquadratic polynomial. Now what is the biquadratic polynomial? F of x is equals to a to the power 4 plus b cube plus c square plus dx plus e is a biquadratic polynomial because the highest power of x is 4. Okay. And the coefficient of x to the power 4 is a, the coefficient of x cube equals to b, and the coefficient of x square equals to c, and the coefficient of x equals to d, and the constant term is given e. Since this is biquadratic polynomial, so it has 4 zeros. Let the zeros are alpha, beta, gamma and delta. And the relationship between zeros and the coefficients are First relation alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equals to minus b by a, and the second relation alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta plus alpha delta plus beta gamma is equals to c by a, and the third relation is alpha beta gamma alpha beta delta beta gamma delta plus and alpha gamma delta is equals to minus b by a, and the last relation, the product of the zeros, is equals to e by a. That's it. This is the fourth relation between the zeros and the coefficients for biquadratic polynomial. And if the zeros are given, then the polynomial f of x will be f of x is equals to k of x to the power 4 minus alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta x cube plus alpha beta plus beta gamma gamma delta alpha delta beta gamma of x square, then minus alpha beta gamma alpha beta delta beta gamma delta alpha gamma delta into x plus alpha beta gamma delta. That's it. Now for cubic polynomial, when zeros are given alpha beta gamma, then the required polynomial will be f of x is equals to k of x cube minus sum of the zeros, the sum of the product of two zeros at a time, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus the product of zeros. That's it. Now we solve some important sums from the book R.D. Sharma, exercise 2.2. Now we solve sum number 1.1, exercise 2.2. The given polynomial is f of x equals to 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. Now we have to check the given numbers are the zeros of this polynomial or not. For x equals to 1 by 2. Now if the given values of x are zeros of this polynomial, that means if we put this value in this polynomial, then the value of polynomial will be 0. Now check it. Then f of 1 by 2 is equals to 2 into 1 by 2 cube plus 1 by 2 square minus 5 of 1 by 2 plus 2. Now this is equals to 2 into 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 2. If we cancel this, this is 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 2. Now LCM, then this is 4 and this is 1 plus 1 minus 10 plus this is equals to 0 by 4. This is equals to 0. Now f of 1 by 2 is equals to 0. That means 1 by 2 is a zeros of this polynomial, is a zeros of f of x. Now for x equals to 1, f of 1 is equals to 2 into 1 cube plus 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 2. This is equals to, you can write 2 plus 1 minus 5 plus 2. This is equals to also 0. So x equals to 1 is a 0 of f of x. Okay. Now we check for x equals to minus 2, f of minus 2, 2 of minus 2 cube, minus 2 square, minus 5 of minus 2 plus 2. 2 into minus 8 plus 4 plus 10 plus 2. Now this is equals to minus 16. Then this is plus 16 is equals to 0. So x equals to minus 2 is a 0 of f of x. Now look, the given numbers half, 1 and 1 by 2 are the zeros of this polynomial. Now we verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of this polynomial. We know that alpha equals to 1 by 2, let beta equals to 1, gamma equals to minus 2. The coefficient of x cube, that is a, is equals to 2, and the coefficient of x squared, that is 1, and the coefficient of x that is c is equals to minus 5 and the constant term d is equals to 2. Now we verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Now for the first relation, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 plus minus 2. Now this is equals to, we can write 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 2. This is equals to half minus 1, that is minus 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 can be written minus 1 means b. Now put the value of 1, that is b. 2 means a. Therefore alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. Verified. The sum of the product of two zeros at a time, we can write alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 into minus 2 plus minus 2 into 1 by 2. Now this is equals to, we can write 1 by 2 minus 2 plus 2 to cancel, this is minus 1. Now this is equals to, we can write 1 by 2 minus 2 minus 1, that is 1 by 2 minus 3. Now this is equals to minus 5 by 2. Now look, from here the minus 5 means c and 2 means a, so we can write this c by a. Therefore the second relation alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is equals to c by a. That's it, verified. Now for the third relation, the product of zeros is equals to half into 1 minus 2. This is equals to 2 will be cancelled, this is minus 1. Now minus 1 can be written minus 2 by 2. So the value of minus 2 means d, we can write, and the 2 means a. So therefore alpha beta gamma is equals to minus d by a. Verified. That's it. Now we solve the sum number 2. The sum is, find a cubic polynomial with the sum and the sum of the product of its zeros taken 2 at a time and the product of zeros as 3, minus 1 and minus 3 respectively. Now we have to find out the cubic polynomial. Let the zeros are alpha, beta and gamma, and the given is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to 3. And alpha beta, beta gamma and gamma alpha is equals to minus 1, and the product of zeros, that is alpha beta gamma, is equals to minus 3. Now we have to find out the cubic polynomial. So the cubic polynomial is f of x is equals to k of x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha into x minus alpha beta gamma. That's it. Now we put the value of this relation, that is k of x cube minus 3 into x square plus of minus 1 into x minus of minus 3. Now this is equals to, we can write k of x cube minus 3x square, then plus minus minus x and minus minus plus 3. That's it. Now we solve sum number 4. Find the condition that the zeros of polynomial f of x is equals to x cube plus 3px square plus 3qx plus r may be in AP. First we have to know what is AP. AP means arithmetic progression. Now what is arithmetic progression? In a progression or in a series, there is a common difference of each and every terms, then the progression is called arithmetic progression. Let the first term of arithmetic progression is a, and the second term will be a plus d, and the next term will be a plus 2d, then a plus 3d. Nth term will be a plus n minus 1 into d. When the term is second term, then the multiple of d is 1. When this is third term, the multiple of d is 2. When this is fourth term, the multiple of d is 3. Similarly, when this is nth term, the multiple of d is n minus 1. The common difference of each terms is d. If we subtract first term from the second term, this is t1, this is t2, this is t3, this is t4, and this is tn. Now if we subtract T1 minus T2, then we get A plus D minus A, that is D. Similarly, T3 minus T2 is equals to, we can get 2D minus A minus D, that is, it will be D again. When a progression progresses in this order, that means the common difference of each term is D, then the progression is called arithmetic progression. Now, if the zeros of a cubic polynomial lies in AP, that means the zeros are A plus B, and A plus 2B. Okay, now look, if A is the first term, then the second term will be A plus D, and the third term will be A plus 2D in AP. Now, if we let the first term as A minus D, then the second term will be A, because D is the common difference. If we add A with the first term, then we get the second term. If we add the D, that means common difference, with the second term, then we get third term. This is the process of arithmetic progression. Now, first we let the first term is A minus D. Then the second term will be A minus D plus D, that is A, and the third term will be A plus D. If we let the zeros of the cubic polynomial in this order, A minus D, A and A plus D, then it will be help us to solve this sum in easy way. Okay, now let's go to the solve this sum. Let the zeros are A minus D, A plus D, because there lies in AP. Okay, the relationships of zeros and the coefficient of cubic polynomial, we get the sum of the zeros, that is A minus D plus A plus D is equals to the coefficient of x square by the coefficient of x cube. This is equals to minus 3p by 1. Now remove the bracket first. A minus D plus A plus D. Now minus D will be cancelled, and this is equals to minus 3p. Now this is equals to get 3A is equals to minus 3p. That implies A is equals to minus p. And this is 1. Okay. Now from the second relation, A minus D into A, alpha into beta, plus beta into gamma, plus gamma into alpha is equals to C by A, that is C means 3q by 1. 3q by 1. Now we solve this. A square minus AD plus A square plus AD plus A square minus B square equals to 3q. Now AD will be cancelled. Now this is equals to 3A square minus D square equals to 3q. Okay. Now we put the value of A from 1. Then we get 3 of minus p whole square minus b square equals to 3q from 1. Okay. Now this is equals to 3p square minus d square equals to 3q. Now this is equals to, we can write d square equals to 3p square minus 3q. Equation 2. Now from the third relation, that is the product of the zeros is equals to minus d by a. A minus d into a plus d is equals to minus r by 1. Solve this a into a square minus d square is equals to minus r. Now put the value of d square and a square from 1 and 2. We get this is minus p and this is minus p square minus d means minus 3p square minus 3q is equals to minus r. That's it. From 1 and 2. Now minus p square minus 3p square plus 3q is equals to minus r. Now this is equals to minus p of minus 2p square plus 3q equals to minus r. Now minus will be plus 2pq, then plus minus 3pq, and if we take this in left side it will be plus r equals to 0. Now this is the condition for the zeros of this polynomial will be in AP. That's it. Now we solve the sum number 5. If the zeros of the polynomial f of x equals to ax cube plus 3bx square plus 3cx plus d are in AP, prove that 2b cube minus 3abc plus a squared d equals to 0. Now look, if the zeros are in AP, then we have to prove this condition. Now we can solve this sum same as sum number 4, but now we solve this sum in another method. The zeros are in AP. Let the zeros are alpha minus beta, alpha and alpha plus beta. Now A and D already in there, so we let alpha and beta. Now for the first relationship between the zeros and the coefficients, we can write sum of the zeros is equals to minus b by a, that is minus 3b by a, that is a alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta. Now beta will be cancelled and this is equals to minus 3b by a. Now this is equals to 3 alpha equals to minus 3b by a. Now 3 will be cancelled. Now this is equals to alpha equal to minus b by a. Now look, alpha is also a zeros of this polynomial. That means if we put the value of x as alpha in this polynomial, then the value of this polynomial will be 0. Okay. Since alpha is zeros of f of x, that implies f of alpha is equals to 0. Now f of alpha is equals to a alpha cube plus 3b alpha square plus 3c alpha plus d is equal to 0. Okay. Now from 1 we can say the value of alpha is equals to minus b by a. Now put this value of alpha in this equation. Then we get a of minus b by a whole cube plus 3b minus b by a whole square plus 3c minus b by a plus d is equal to 0. It will be minus b cube by a square, then plus minus 3b cube by a square, and this is minus 3bc by a plus d equal to 0. Now look, these two are similar term. Now add them. Then minus 1 plus 3, that is plus 2. Then 2b cube by a square minus 3bc by a plus d is equal to 0. Now multiply both sides by a square, then we get 2b cube minus 3abc plus a square d is equals to 0. And this is the given condition proved. Now we solve sum number 6. If the zeros of the polynomial f of x equals to x cube minus 12x square plus 39x plus k are in AP, find the value of k. Similarly, we solve this sum same as sum number 4 and sum number 5. Since the zeros of polynomial are in AP, then the zeros are a minus d, a and a plus d. Now from the first relation, we can write a minus d plus a plus d is equals to minus b by a, that is minus of minus 12 by 1. Now this is equals to dt will be cancelled and this is equals to 3a equals to minus plus 12. Now this is equals to a equals to 4. Now I got the value of a equals to 4. A is the zeros of this polynomial, second zeros of this polynomial. So a will be satisfied this equation. That means if we put the value of a in this equation, then the value of this equation will be 0. Since a is a 0 of f of x, that implies f of a equal to 0. Therefore, if we put the value of a, that means f of a equals to a cube minus 12a square plus 39a plus k equal to 0. Now from here we put the value of a, then we get 4 cube minus 12 into 4 square plus 39 into 4 plus k equal to 0. That implies 4 cube means 64 minus, now 12 into 16 192 plus 39 into 4 156 plus k equal to 0. 64 plus 156 220 minus 192 plus k is equals to 0. K is equals to minus 28. That's it. In the next class, I will discuss division algorithm for polynomial. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and comment. And if you are a newcomer in my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.